still, as a human species with the Industrial Revolution, everything we've done to get where we are now, that we're still under that reptilian fight or flight reality. Even the ones that don't think they are under it. They're under that model. That's what this model is. That Thomas Sheridan, he had a talk yesterday, or I was listening to one of his talks. He's a very smart man. Although he's involved, just like I am too, I can talk about it. And it's like Adam Pants says, that satanic synchronicity, the dynamics of it that can't really be explained. But all you can do is experience it. And I don't even like to call it satanic, but that's the words we know. Because that's the horns. The two shall become one. Jacob's ladder. And the dreams, like Levette was talking about in one of her talks, about the pillow. I mean, this is very esoteric, deep, spiritual, psychological, multilateral realities going all on at once. And now that we understand how you write these things, kind of, in a way, and you have so many different individuals that are all part of one great whole, I guess you could say. Like Adam Pants would say, when cells organize to create organs or whatever. He's really good with the biology. He does really good stuff as far as the different phases. I used all these different teachers to come to where I am right now. And I'll go back to, I don't know what to do. And I know doing nothing, which is impossible, or to be patient, depending on what that means. I don't feel sick, but I do know what patience is. I mean, I feel sick because I'm physically deteriorating through this thing. I got presidential years going on here, but I still don't know what to do. I don't want to become what I hate, which I've already done so many times. And there's there's something we all need to do, because it's, I don't want to say it's a virus, but it is catching up with everybody. The fear. That's what this mask thing is. I was thinking yesterday, just where my mind's been, it's like a great reverse humiliation ritual on the whole planet. We're all wearing masks. It's like the reverse of Moses when he came down from the mountain and it had connected to Jacob's ladder and saw what they were doing. And they did all, that's that murder God. Just wants to murder everything, and change it and make it whatever. Thou shalt not. That guy. Levette talks about these characters really well. But this is how I'm seeing it as far as a collective, because it is a mass consciousness to a certain degree. It started, and the PTB, whatever it is, the powers that be, whatever that is, kind of knows how it. I'm not sure exactly how to describe it, but it's just like the French vest thing. How when that many people coalesce together, it's just like it's saying there's something wrong. When all those people stand up at the Y, Black Lives Matter, they're saying there's something wrong. They may not all know exactly what's wrong, but they know there's something wrong. So we have the whole world. I love Adam Pants when he speaks about how all these different parts of the body work themselves together to make the whole of the body. Well, that's what we are as a planet. And it's kind of like, I liken it to cancer more than a virus, because a virus consumes everything. Kind of 12 monkeys thing. And that's what this kind of reminds me of. but it's more like cancer because cancer can be cured and dealt with in different ways. This vaccine thing, I don't know. Maybe the vaccine is actually everybody gets to see that there is a God. I'm not sure. It's very heavy duty, worldwide kind of stuff going on all at once, and I'm trying to wrap my mind around it just so I can feel, not that I can feel, but that I can know. Not that everything happens for a purpose, but there's something to that, all these cliches. Back to I don't know what to do. So I just go, I try to go into the different, I've been working on that one frequency. I gotta say, man, the heart, whatever it is, I don't, love more than anything else rather than fear and scarcity of the scarcity of being in that same reptilian mind with as much things we know about God, the Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call it, whatever animates us, whatever, because we know it's not just some accident. We're not an accident. I think we've proved that. The past 100 years, they've been trying to tell you you are an accident and to put a number on you and make, well, what they've been doing forever, sacrificing to make up excuse for what, whatever. I don't want to get into all that. But I'm not sure what to do right now. I'm just gonna chill out. I got a little bit of money, but a hotel. It is, like I said, it's nice just to feel a little comfort. And I see it everywhere out there. There's nothing like that. I went over and sat at the park. It was really cool because there's a bunch of crows. And it was really cool. I went in, and then there was this lady sleeping under a tree. Kind of sad to watch. I mean, there's a whole group. There's tons of them around. Tents everywhere. I was thinking about getting a tent, to tell you the truth, and camp out around here. This one guy got it set up like a condo over there. Really got the little coffee table and everything, dude. Got 3 tents. I mean, I'm not sure exactly. I think this is, like I say, this is an outward expression of an interior problem. I think the officers, we need, the police, all the citizens, we all need to understand that we're all in this together. We're not separate. We really need to lift each other up with the true lion's grip of elevation rather than climbing over your brother and using your brother as a ladder or a rung of steps to get a little higher. In all truth, I see it everywhere. I see lots of people trying to get past that reptilian fight or flight. But it's a big, yeah, this is the biggest magic trick ever performed. And I don't want to say magic because that scares people. This is an outward expression of an interior problem that's worldwide. And it's not a bunch of lizards, like Tom Sheraton said. He has a really good thing on psychopathy and all the other stuff. And like I say, sociopaths, I think, see, I don't think it's a genetic thing. I just think it's a more learned thing. And it's so pervasive. There might be some genetic memory. I'm sure there's got to be. That's that bloodlust that Walter Russell spoke about. But I'm kind of, I don't know if that's, I'm not sure. That might just be an oral tradition too. I'm not sure if I don't know. That's the heavy stuff for speculative. That's why we're here. But I think we get past it, to tell you the truth. I really do. As a species, because we need to. Especially after all we've been through. And to try and go to outer space, or we need to fix clean our home before we can go out and visit our neighbors out there, because they wouldn't want us. That's like the cute. We're all under, this whole planet's under quarantine. Can't you tell? Look at it. And just in its outward expression, let alone raptures and written scripts of all different kinds of myth and legend for thousands of years, supposedly. I don't know. I've only been alive 53 years in this body. If I be in the body or out of the body. That's the speculative part. And so I try to stay out of the speculative part and just look at knowledge of what is going on right now. I understand spirit and connectivity, the continuity of government of the mind and of self, that's for sure. And I'll go back, I still don't know what to do. buy a truck, maybe, as far as my license and all that, so I could just get it impounded, or because I said or did the wrong thing, because I didn't toe the line in a corrupt system. Do I bus ticket out of here? I don't want to leave, to tell you the truth. I don't, and that's not Stockholm syndrome that makes me want to stay here. I know the difference. I mean, there are such things as these, but it's more of an elevation thing of not running away from your problems, facing them, and understanding that you're divine nature and there is something greater than it. If you're, like I used to tell the boys, be as good as you want to be. I'm trying to be as good as I can in a place that's so corrupt and evil. And so to kind of stand, not to stand in the gap either, though. That's more that ego. I just know there's something greater than myself involved here, and I'd like to be a part of lifting it up, and not a sacrificial kind of way, because I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that whole thing. I think that whole system of the sprinkling of blood of everything is exactly like I used to say in all my other videos. It's just to show you the magnitude of your sin. And as far as the trafficking and all the real sick, heinous stuff, that's what this is all a part of. And that's what I'm hopefully, as I do what I do in my walk and how I try to write script, that we would, like the Wayfarer or the NXIVM or all the other disgusting stuff that goes on, be put away. And I'm kind of willing to hang out and see if I can be a part of that. So for the next generation and the generation after that. So this doesn't become exactly, just look at all the movies. You see what they've been right, what that thing has been right. I don't want to even give it a name. That's why I don't like that satanic whatever. I don't like the words as far as that goes, because then it just starts labeling and, But the ones that would think that they're supreme, or that there is no God, the same people that would spend as much money on a big circle of copper, a ring of copper, and blast it with electricity trying to find God, rather than clothe, feed, and house their brothers and sisters. I want to get rid of that idea. I say we clothe, feed, and house the species, and I don't know how we recover from there's a lot of occult and demonology going on. I see it everywhere. I don't know how that's fixed, except it has to. Not that it has to, but I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what to do as far as all that stuff goes. So I have to do what I have to do for myself, and work itself out from around me. And I don't want to be a part of a lot of the left, right, up. That whole black or white. Door A or door B. There's millions of choices. We all have choices, and I like that. Back to that girl Renee. I'm gonna have to hurry up so I can get, if I want to post this, because if it's not love, choose again. That whole thing, and the ego. There's a lot of stuff that we all got to learn, and a lot of these people that are really what people would consider, indigent or whatever. They've gone to opened up so many doors. They don't know which door to choose anymore. And except for the ones that are, if they don't choose the one or two doors that are available to them, they get labeled crazy or locked up or homeless. We have to figure something out, and I know there's community ways of doing this. I know there's enough money and resources and love to lift this whole society up. That's what I know. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.